Throwing together a couple quick videos here about Azure networking. Nothing too advanced, more content geared towards people who are still learning some foundations of Azure, need to get their head around some of the network related components, less PaaS resource and more just kind of back end and connectivity. We're going to be talking here about just a couple of topics. We're going to cover virtual networks and subnets, obviously. We'll dive into a little bit of Azure Firewall, specifically because I want to demonstrate kind of best practice as far as forcing outbound traffic out through a firewall, and then covering some of the firewall rules that are available. I'm not necessarily partial to Azure Firewall over anything else, but just as a way to touch on firewall content, it's good to know. I'm also going to spend some time going over on-prem connectivity and what your different options are there as far as VPN, ExpressRoute, different types of VPN connections, basically how you can get connected into your Azure environment from anywhere else. And then the last video is going to cover some of the other network security related resources, something like Network Security Group. Things that you should know about that are kind of ubiquitous in Azure. You use them everywhere, but aren't necessarily as verbose as an entire firewall deployment. Like I said, this video won't be going too in depth. It's not meant to be like a networking masterclass, nor do I consider myself to be a networking expert. It's just something that I'm familiar with, and I want to make these videos for anybody who needs to get caught up quickly. This content is going to mirror pretty closely the content required to get the Azure networking uh, accreditation badge, whatever that new badge is for Azure Networking. I'll link that below in the description because once you get through these, you should be able to get that badge pretty quickly. Those are kind of a new thing that Microsoft released that are kind of nice to get, and if you're learning it anyways, you might as well go ahead and grab it. It doesn't cost any money. So with that, it'll be a quick 4-part series, and I'll go ahead and jump into the next video here.